Hi guys, so today I'm going to be doing a book review of Gone Girl by Gillian Flynn. Now I know this book has been circulating around BookTube a lot, but I've only just picked it up and I loved it so much that I needed to do a review of it. So if somehow, for some reason, you have been living under a rock and you don't know what this book is about, it is about a person whose wife goes missing. Nick June, on his 5th wedding anniversary, finds that his beautiful wife has just suddenly gone missing from their home, and it looks to be like a struggle had been had. And the police start to suspect Nick. Amy's friends mention that Amy was starting to get scared of Nick and frightened, and Amy herself kept secrets from Nick, and the police do a search in Nick's computer and things don't really turn out that well for Nick. However, Nick remains persistent that he did not kill his wife. He had nothing to do with the disappearance, or so he says. And the book is told through Nick's perspective and then Amy through her diary. And you kind of go out through the book wondering what's going on and who to believe. This book blew my mind, and honestly it was one of the most fucked up books that I have ever read, and I mean that in the nicest way possible, but it was fucked up. The plot twists were mind-blowing. They blew my mind and I didn't even see them coming. I know that some people did, but I had no idea. Amy and Nick themselves were characters that were just generally bad people, and I couldn't really feel anything for either of them. In fact, in times I despised both of them. But surprisingly, I didn't hate the book. Normally if you hate main characters, you hate the book. You know, these are people that you should be rooting for, and I didn't root for either of these characters, but yet I still loved the book, which just blew my mind that I loved the book with, like, while hating, despising these horrible people. The plot and the thought that went into the story, like all the little details, was just like, I can't even with this book. It was fantastically mind-blowing. Throughout the whole book I was left guessing, well, what's gonna happen now? Who should I trust? Who should I believe? What the fuck is going on? Were thoughts that were just going on throughout my mind. And the story was so captivating that I just had to keep reading on. There was like a pull, a force that I just needed to know what was happening, what was going to happen, and what happened to Amy. If you were interested in this book at all, if it sounds interesting to you at all, then I would highly, highly, highly recommend it. I have not seen the movie, but I do plan to. I wanted to read the book first, but if it's anything like the book, then I assume that it's probably going to be fantastic. So yes, in short, I loved it, and now I'm going to get into a spoilery part, but I'm going to talk about the books and my feelings, so I'm going to spoil the book. So if you do not want to be spoiled, you should leave now. Leave because you don't want to be spoiled. Okay, so I'm going to get into spoilers. Holy shit. Like, nothing in this book I saw coming. The fact that Amy was alive was mind-blowing in itself, but the fact that Amy faked her own disappearance to get back at Nick, like, was just holy shit. Like, what kind of person does that? Like, Nick is an arsehole, let's be real, you know, he's cheated, he just seems to be a general bit of a dickwad. But Amy is manipulative, cunning, just a horrible, horrible person. Like, if you knew Amy, you would run for your life because she is horrible. Like, what she has done to people, she's ruined people's lives. Then the part when Amy came home, I was like, Nick, you have to get out of here. This bitch is crazy. She gonna fucking kill you. But he doesn't. He stays on, like waiting, and he just gets like caught up, and then she fucking falls fucking pregnant, like fucking manipulatively, and he stays because he wants the baby to be okay. It's just crazy. Like, what kind of family are they going to have? Like, this child, I can imagine, will have a horrible life. Like, imagine like a child cries, Amy will probably go stab it to death. Like, Amy will be like, oh, not gonna feed you for a week, deal with it, baby, shouldn't have cried. This is unhealthy. Like, Nick needs to get out of the relationship, and it just ended on that. Like, no, that can't happen. This is just fucked up. Like, everybody get out of here. I have never read a character like Amy, but she was so smart too. Like, I had to give her credit for like that, like her smart, her cunning, her plans, like they all fell together. Like, holy shit, yes, she was manipulative, but she was so fucking smart. Like, I had to give her credit for that, but holy shit, she's a horrible person. Like, they both are. Amy obviously worse, but they both are not good people. This book just really blew my mind. Like, all the plot twists to the characters who somehow I despise, but yet still kind of wanted good things to happen to them in some ways, and then some ways I just honestly wanted them to die. Like, if they just both blew up in an explosion in the house, the world would probably be a better place, let's be real. Yeah, I just wanted to discuss those things because like my mind is still spinning, and I only finished this last night, so I need to watch the movie ASAP. So I would love to know in the comments below what you thought of this book if you have read it. If you're going to spoil anything, make sure you put big spoiler warnings and everything, and so we don't spoil anyone in the comments. All in all, I probably rated this one a 4.5 out of 5 stars. The plot twists were just fantastic. Like, I could not give it any less than that. And like this video if you liked it, and subscribe if you'd like to see more book related videos from me, and I'll see you next time. Okay, bye!